Hey guys, welcome back to another entry of the Diaries After Dark series.
I'm trying to make
Spooky noise here.
That's what this is all
Yeah.
about. I was like, how do I make a bad sound?
It's your author, Alex Stry.
And the other half, Rachel Olsen.
Okay, so I just have one question when it comes to Halloween. Halloween is the Olympics for red flags.
Dressing up as a vampire doesn't excuse you for ghosting me in June.
Facts.
Like, if you're gonna dress up as a vampire, at least wear a red flag as your second costume.
And at least just be in character all year round.
Or just put a sheet over your head and act like the ghost that you're ghosting with.
Okay, so we're gonna get into hot or hex.
Wait, before we get into this, did you hear the story about a guy our age was playing around with a Ouija board with his friends, and from that day going forward, they think he got possessed from the Ouija board?
I just don't fuck with Ouija boards. I've heard a lot of weird stories about Ouija boards.
I
feel like you're
know.
getting into the whole satanic,
And you're
creepy
really,
shit
yeah,
that
you're
I
really
don't
getting,
with.
I know, and whenever they show them on movies, it never ends well either.
Yeah, no. I've never used one. I've never played with one. I don't even want it to be in the room. I
How do
don't
you
want to
buy a
see
Ouija
it.
board?
I think that they actually sell them at kids like Toys R Us. I
No
don't think Toys R Us
way.
is a thing anymore, but I think they sell the fake ones.
How do you get a real one?
I'm sure you have to go
The
to
dark web. All right, well, we'll be avoiding that this season.
Yeah, we're definitely not doing that. My favorite is when it becomes fall and Halloween season. This is right before everyone
starts
gets
to get
into
spooky.
relationships. They get into Halloween experience, getting into the Ouija boards, and it's like, okay, you couldn't even text me back, but now you want to summon the dead.
You're actually the dead, and if you think you're gonna come up out of nowhere and talk to me after you get the Ouija board going,
No.
there's something wrong.
So today's episode, After Dark series, we're gonna play a couple of games. And the first one starting out, we love to talk about the red flags, the green flags. You guys know the drill.
All of the above, baby.
But this time we're calling it hot or hex. Okay. Hot or hex, sexy nun costumes.
Hex.
Hex.
I feel like obviously back in the day there weren't a lot of options.
Mhm.
So you could only be the sexy nurse, the firefighter, like the sexy clown. I feel like now you can be so creative. And I
Yeah.
think dressing up as a nun, unless you're coming straight from church, do not wear a nun costume.
Okay, pumpkin spice martinis. Ooh, I say hot.
Yeah, I think hot too. You know what's crazy? And you're gonna judge me for saying this. I've never had anything pumpkin spice.
What? That's
Ever.
insane.
I know. Always those memes of the girls wearing their plaid shirts with their jeans back in the day at a pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
I was probably that girl at the pumpkin patch, but I've never had anything pumpkin spice in relation to a drink.
Oh, that's insane. I love pumpkin spice. I really don't care how basic it is. It tastes good. It gives you the vibes of fall.
Yes.
And anyone that hates, I really don't care.
No, I'm down. You could take my pumpkin spice virginity. So how would the martini be made then?
We should do a cocktail episode.
Yeah.
Drinks.
I think so too, and we can star the pumpkin spice, and you guys can all watch me lose my virginity.
Yeah, they have pumpkin spice cold brew, so I'm guessing it's the espresso martini,
okay.
but with pumpkin
delicious
spice cold brew. Yeah,
but only give me a couple sips because you know I get freaky on caffeine.
I know. Rachel has the most natural energy I've ever seen in my life, and me, I was drinking coffee right before I went to bed the other night, but.
I have one sip and I feel like I'm about to fly to the moon. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but it's not great.
What do you think about matching couple costumes after dating for a short period of time? Or maybe just going on a couple dates and then you decide to do matching couple costumes.
Miss Independent over here is probably I'm gonna say hex. Okay. If I was dating the guy and it was a cool costume and we did it together, I would be down for that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I just met him and we were just talking, I would just want to show up and look so hot in my own kind of costume.
Yeah, unless we're boyfriend and girlfriend, I'm not doing anything matching.
Yeah. You know what my costume is that I want to dress up as so badly, and it's been this ongoing thing, but I've just never had the chance. I want to dress up as Mike Wazowski so badly from Monsters Inc.
Oh, that's perfect.
But like, I just obviously I'm not gonna walk. He kind of looks like an Eminem,
What would you do? The blow up one, the full costume, or the face paint?
or I could even do Sully and just be this like fuzzy blue and purple animal walking around. But I just like I gotta find a sexy version of that.
Yeah. I think that this year, so you're gonna do the Powerpuff Girls. I might split off from the team. I'm still
I've been split off. She's the one that bought the costume.
Yeah, but just as a backup, guys, I love to plan ahead. I just need to know that I have some security, some safety as a fallback. But Rachel and I are hosting a Halloween party, and it's gonna be along with the whole vibe of this after
Yes.
dark. So I'm thinking that I want to be a good witch and wear a black robe, cute, still sexy vibe situation. I feel like, okay, Powerpuff Girls, the ones that we bought could be cute, but at the end of the day, I was thinking about it. I want to go the more aesthetic route, and then
Yes.
also I'm 30 years old. I don't need to be dressing up as a Powerpuff Girl.
That's what I've been saying. I haven't got my costume. That's why I said Y2K, because I was wanting to do something cool. Cool vibes.
Yeah,
But
you should have just said Alex. No.
I mean, so I didn't get it.
Okay, so
Whatever. You're gonna be a hot, sexy witch
yeah.
with your Powerpuff Girl underneath.
Okay. Hooking up with someone while they're still in their Halloween costume.
That's actually kind of triggering because it happened to me back in college, but I refused to wear the Halloween costume. I was Dawn of the Dead.
Mhm.
I literally had skull face paint all over my face, black eyes, skull face. And this guy that I was talking to messaged me and was like, I'm gonna come over, leave your Halloween costume on.
Like role play situation.
I have no idea, but I'm sorry. Why would you want to role play with a skeleton?
So he wanted you to keep specifically your face paint on.
Outside of that, I was just wearing a black dress. The whole point of the costume was the face paint. So yeah, I guess he did. But absolutely not.
I
There's
don't
a time and a
understand
place
that.
for
Why would
that.
you want to be hooking up with someone and you look up and there's a skull face paint makeup on? Also, it's gonna get everywhere. That's just so concerning in so many different ways.
That's my luck with men.
Okay. Getting proposed to at a pumpkin patch. Hex.
Yeah, it's so basic.
No. Absolutely
You better
not. No.
You better have the pumpkin spice martini waiting for me if that's the case.
No. No.
Yeah, I fully agree with you there. I feel like that is an absolute no.
Yeah, no way. Okay, a guy that does believe in ghosts.
Hot.
Hot.
Does that make us twisted for thinking that?
No, because I believe in ghosts. So
Yeah.
as long as he agrees with me.
Yeah, and like he can also have his own belief of what he believes in.
If he doesn't believe, I don't care. But also don't think I'm weird if I do believe in ghosts. I don't think that I've seen a ghost before or anything like that, but I do think that there's spirits.
Yeah, 100%.
So, and also I believe in guardian angels. I think ghost has like such a weird connotation because it's made out to be this scary
Yeah.
thing, but also
Yeah,
it
like
can
it's
be a
like
positive
horror.
thing. It can be like a guardian angel can be considered a ghost, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, 100%.
So,
It's also not like life or death. It's either you believe in it or you don't.
wearing ballet flats. Hex.
I like them.
I can't stand ballet flats.
I think they look so cute with a pair of jeans and crop top or a little cardigan.
I think loafers are cute, but ballet flats.
There's so many different varieties of ballet flats
Yeah.
now. I understand where you're coming from, like the classic ballet flat
Yeah.
where your feet get so sweaty, you literally put them in there and they're like, it's like wet. They do have some really cute flats out.
Yeah. Wait, did you ever wear the flats that were like fishnet in the front and then they had like the sparkly flowers in the toe and it was just your toe?
Kate.
that was covered?
Okay, so I didn't necessarily wear the fishnet ones, but at Aldo,
Yeah.
that was like the store in Canada. They had similar, but they were leather and they had like little bows and stuff at the toes.
Yes.
And I wore those all the time, and all you would hear is,
Oh my gosh.
and my mom would be like, "Pick your feet up, Rachel." And I'm like, absolutely not.
So we're gonna get into some paranormal pop culture.
Okay.
Okay.
This is like your time to shine, Alex.
Yeah. Ghosts love PR too. So let's talk haunted headlines. Okay, so Matt Rife recently bought the Conjuring house.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Conjuring?
No.
I haven't either.
Okay, good.
But I just know
I
that
thought you were about to quiz me. I was like, no, I
no,
haven't.
this isn't a quiz. This isn't a school session. I'm literally just talking to you. She's so nervous about what I'm going to say. No, I haven't seen The Conjuring. I honestly don't like scary movies and things that have to do with demonic spirits and stuff. But I do know, I think The Conjuring house, you know, Annabelle the doll
Yeah.
that everyone talks about.
I also have a question with scary movies. How come if you watch a scary movie in the day, it's so less terrifying than it is at night
Yeah.
with the lights off? You're still watching the same show, but there's just something about the lights.
Yeah, I think it's because I think that someone is watching and I can't see.
Just like someone standing like by the door and you can't even see it, but
I also am so weird. I'm like, I don't want this demonic energy to come through the screen and get towards me. And
like The Ring, or wait, was it The Ring when the girl would go through the screen?
yeah.
Terrifying. My mom made me watch Children of the Corn once, which is like these
Everyone's
kids in a cornfield. It's really old.
Oh, heck no.
And it's so terrifying. And I remember I used to watch The Grudge when I was little with my girlfriends from my swim team. We'd watch The Grudge.
No.
But like thinking about those movies, it's just so twisted.
Yeah.
Imagine being on set as a celebrity and having to be in that mind frame
Mhm.
for like 6 or 4 months and having to be like,
Yeah. It's kind of like the whole conspiracy around Ariana Grande with The Wizard of Oz.
oh,
Mhm.
you know that they have a second one coming out?
Really?
Not The Wizard of Oz, sorry, Wicked.
Oh, Wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think Wicked was a spin-off.
Yeah, it was.
They,
It was.
right?
It
They
was
meshed the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of
Anyway.
people think that Ariana is now either taken on like a different character, might be possessed. I don't know. It's like this whole conspiracy around it. But
Yeah, I
we
think
can get
she's just
into it
been
later.
through a lot.
yeah. Okay, so Matt Rife and Elton Cassie bought the Ed and Lorraine Warren's Connecticut house and their Oculus Museum. He is now the legal guardian over 750 haunted artifacts, which includes the Annabelle doll.
The Annabelle doll's in the house. Is it based on a true story?
I'm pretty sure. I think actually the guy who was the keeper of the Annabelle doll recently passed away of a heart attack, and a lot of people thought that it had something to do with the Annabelle doll. I think it was proven that it wasn't, but that's so crazy. I
Oh,
wonder
hell
why
no.
he bought
Yeah, why
the house.
him out of
Why
all
him?
people?
Does he love haunted things?
I don't know.
He's a comedian.
Is he from there maybe?
I don't know. Also, comedians are a little
Kinda
twisted
dark,
and
yeah.
a little dark.
I don't know if that's a flex though. That's terrifying.
It also has a self-playing organ and wreckage from the Eastern Airlines Flight 405, which had reported hauntings after its crash. It has so many artifacts in there.
Yeah.
that-
Okay, so he's definitely into that kind of stuff then.
yeah, and also think about how much money you can make. He's probably going to turn it into a full museum.
Yeah, he should.
And have people do tours and stuff.
Yeah, I think you're onto something.
Wow. My witching is, wait,
The witch is witching?
the witch is witching.
I mean, why would you want to have any of that on your hands? Responsibility. Like,
Not even that. I just don't want to have some sort of connection with those pieces because I don't know what power or energy it holds. Not that it could touch me, but like still. It's just a weird.
I went to this haunted house actually. It's called the Glen Sheen Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Minnesota.
Oh,
You like
cool.
drive past it before you go to Minneapolis. And basically the whole family was murdered, and it's so cool because you go inside this mansion and you're just like going through, and it's so old and you're just seeing how everything was. But I don't know what it is. Every time, I don't know if it's your mind playing
Yeah.
tricks. We were in there and my mom got so freaked out she went to the car because she just felt so off being inside this house. But
Maybe
my
the
mom,
energy was off and she felt it.
yeah, but my mom also can't listen to people talk for 10 minutes, so she probably was just over it at that point.
Oh, because there's a tour guide?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Bella Thorne also claimed her childhood home was built over a Native American burial ground. Her family would hear chains rattling, strange noises, and objects moving on their own.
I
What do
don't
we
know if I
think?
believe it.
Madame Delphine LaLaurie was a wealthy socialite in the 1930s who horrifically tortured enslaved people in her mansion. After neighbors discovered, a mob burned it down. Today, it's known as one of the most haunted houses in America, with reportings of moaning, apparitions, and strange energy.
Oh my God, because of what she was doing prior?
Yeah.
Wait, that's crazy.
Also, I went to New Orleans when I went to school in Alabama, and
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. The whole time, I had the weirdest feeling when I was there. Because a lot of New
It's like Mardi
Orleans,
Gras and stuff too,
yeah,
right?
and just the whole vibe of the town, it was just
Yeah.
a very off-putting feeling. Something
Yeah.
just didn't settle right.
I've never had any desire to go there. Like, I
No.
just feel like it's like,
I don't know. Obviously, New Orleans has so much history, so yeah, I just get some weird vibes from New Orleans.
is Bourbon Street the main street there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's
so
like the
it's
main
like,
party street.
yeah.
Okay, the next one is the Octagon House, which is located in Washington, D.C. It was built in 1799. They're famous for footsteps, rustling silk, and apparitions of women. One legend says the daughters of the owner haunt the staircases after tragic deaths. It says, why are the staircases always haunted? Like, can't a ghost just chill in the kitchen?
Can't they just like sit in the living room or put your feet up or something?
Yeah, I don't know about these. Okay, yeah, enough talk about ghosts. Let's spill into our own chaos.
Oh, wait, before we spill into our own chaos, do you have any crazy ghost stories that you want to talk about? That like anything that's happened to you that you can like relate about? Or no?
Well, the content house that we used to live in. So before we moved into it, when we came to sign the lease, we didn't know this at the time, but they were basically doing a Kabbalah, which is in some religions of sage removal of any spirits that have been in the house, basically blessing the house from what I know of. And so whenever we moved in, there's a lot of weird things that would happen. There was a huge glass chandelier. It would move all the time. When everyone was out of town during Christmas, I had cameras set up in my room and the doors kept slamming on their own, shut, open, shut, open. And I have it on video and it was insane. So my roommate one night, Aiden, he kind of got this really strange feeling and he thought that someone was present with him. When he looked in the mirror, he felt as if like someone was
Was behind
there.
him?
And he actually got physically sick in the bathroom. He threw up. And so with me being a detective, Candace Owens.
From Mel Robbins to Candace Owens, guys.
I did my research, and the house was actually a halfway house for a woman's sobriety right before he moved in. And
That's
some
why
of
they were staging it.
and some of the neighbors had said that there had been a fire and some of it had been burnt down and they rebuilt it. So this was prior, right
Did you
before.
guys ever Google the history of the house after?
Well,
Like to see if it actually was a halfway house?
it was.
Oh,
It
it
was
was.
fully a woman's sobriety house.
Wow.
And then that ended, and then we moved in shortly after, and they actually had women's sobriety Halloween parties there. And I had seen, because I looked up the records, that I don't think anybody necessarily died in the house, but someone did, I believe, allegedly relapsed
Allegedly.
in the house, and an ambulance took them to the hospital. I don't know what happened with the person. So my thoughts were either maybe they passed away and their soul was coming back because that's the last place that they had been, or maybe that's someone had passed away after and they returned there because it felt like a safe space for them.
Yeah, yeah. And if it was a halfway house, maybe that was the only place that they can go to.
The crazier thing is one night we were all pre-gaming and getting ready, and this woman walks up the stairs, and she was a little bit out of it, and she was looking for help because it used to be a halfway house.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
she was
yeah.
looking to get sober. And so she was banging on our door, and I'm pretty sure she was tweaked out.
Yeah.
And we were like, this isn't a
Yeah,
halfway house
yeah.
anymore. Actually, this is not sober living.
Get off
Like,
my doorstep right now. That's
yeah,
scary.
it was really strange. So that was my experience with it. And doors all the time in my room would like shut, open. I don't know. I kept open my Bible next to my bed and was saging the room all the
Yeah,
time.
that's when you need the neighbor.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys. We told them about the neighbor, right?
Yeah, yeah,
On the
yeah. We
past
fully
podcast.
talked about the neighbor.
Okay, so recently we
In case you didn't catch that episode, longest story short, I met a guy at this AM radio thing. Great guy, super fun. We were chatting. That was it. I go to another bar weeks later. He's there. We talk about where we're living, and then he's literally 2 doors down from us.
Mhm.
Crazy coincidence.
Yeah. So we end up seeing him, hanging out with him, whatever. Then the other day, Rachel and I were walking Kingston, and he was outside, I think, on a phone call. So he's like, girls? And we're like, oh, hey, what's up? We just fully walk in. He didn't invite us. We're just like, hey, and just come on in. And we ask him to sage us again.
Midday. This was like, picture like 4 p.m.
4 p.m. on a Saturday. Like, can we use your sage again?
Up to no good, but
Do you want to tell them what happened?
oh, you want me to tell them what happened, what I did?
Yeah.
So basically, he's a funny guy. He gets like how we act, whatever. He gets the stage out and he's staging us. And as he's about to stage us, he's standing behind me, and I'm Italian, so I talk with my hands, and I'm talking, and as he's about to stage me, I hit the stage. I hit the stage, and it literally flies on his new Moroccan rug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got a brand new rug, and the sage lands. It's still burning, right? And he's like, blow it off. And he starts blowing. And me and Rachel are like, oh shit. Fully just got new furniture for his full house. I put Kingston in my lap to be respectful. And so we were just sitting there blowing on the rug to get off the stage. And you could tell he was low-key kind of upset, but
Rug
not
was
upset.
fine, though.
But the rug was fine.
There
So
was not a single mark on the rug, which I am so thankful for, because that would have made our encounters with him next extremely awkward.
yeah, so we were like, okay, I guess it's time to excuse ourselves.
So I can't report back whether or not the stage worked, but the effort was there.
I know.
Does that mean 7 years bad luck? Is it like breaking a mirror?
I don't think so.
Well, we didn't ruin the rug, so.
No. Have you ever seen a ghost or have a ghost story?
No, not really. Honestly, no.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I'm probably gonna get ghosted tonight, though. Some type of ghost story is gonna happen to us. We're gonna be out and there's gonna be something to report back on. Okay, actually, let's talk about costumes for men. We like to get into the fashion part of everything, so we're gonna get into Halloween fashion for men this season.
Okay.
So hopefully you guys are listening and you're taking notes and writing down what you should know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go right into the icks for Halloween costumes. The biggest ick for a man on Halloween is when he dresses up and he wears some type of dress.
Oh,
And he dresses up as a girl in any store. Like he wants to be Little Red Riding Hood or a cheerleader and he thinks it's funny. I think that is so hideous and so weird. If you're dressing up as a girl on Halloween, I think you have more things to talk about and to tell people.
Facts. 1,000%. I'm sorry, I can't stand someone that dresses as Tarzan.
Oh, because they want to have their shirt off.
Yeah, they want to have their shirt off, but I also don't want to see this random raggedy cloth around your waist and you just walking around. That's the craziest thing to me.
I agree. Or they dress up as something that was like, in quotations, cool during the year, and it just wasn't funny. And you're just like, oh, you're just one of those trend people that like
Mhm.
flow with the trends. Halloween costumes for guys, they gotta be something from the past, like a Y2K rapper, or they dress up as a hot detective or a pimp, something in that family.
But please not the Party City pimp costume.
Oh no, I want you to go to the fur shop, throw that fur jacket on, and own the costume.
Yeah. I personally think whenever guys wear the fur jackets with no shirts underneath, that's an ick for me. It's also a
But
little tacky in
yeah,
my eyes.
yeah, if you have the abs, you got to show them.
I don't know. I like the more oldies throwback
Yeah, I
vibes.
agree.
Or if you dress guys black suits.
Men in Black vibe,
Yes.
hot.
Or
An actor from the past.
very vintage, classy, dazed and confused vibe.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of, the aviator sunglasses, but I didn't know the character's name.
All day I've been reading Rachel's mind.
Yeah,
It's
that's actually
crazy.
crazy. That's 3 times now.
I know.
What am I thinking now?
Um,
I'm thinking about what I
oh
want
my
to
goodness.
eat after this.
Okay.
I agree, a hot motorcycle man, but you actually have the tattoos and you show up in that white beater.
Ooh, like the Sons of Anarchy.
Yes, 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 yes. Pick your hottest character that you see on TV and you go for that look.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Or just like something funny but badass at the same time.
Mm-hmm. What about for girls?
We mentioned before all the classic costumes, I think are an absolute no.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is your chance to kind of get creative. So go with it.
Yeah.
I think funny costumes are amazing.
Yeah.
Friend dressed up as the Blue Group.
Mm.
She literally painted her entire body blue.
That's
Like
so funny.
bald and blue, and she repped it at her work all day. It's the kind of energy and vibe that I want to put out there. I necessarily probably wouldn't do it, but that just makes us who we are, you know?
Yeah. I respect the funny costumes
Yeah,
and the funny
same.
vibes, but it could never be me.
100%.
Unless it's the theme, like come to this Halloween party dressed in a Disney character.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I would still probably just be a
Like a hot princess.
My skin's too sensitive. I'm not painting it for Halloween. That's just not me.
Yeah.
But
I'm just so last minute.
yes.
Like every Halloween, I'm like, okay, I'll just buy white, put it on my face, be a like skeleton, or like, oh, last year I literally was a fairy because that was the only thing left at the Halloween shop. But this year, because I have you, I want to make it better. I want to make this Halloween special.
I'm sure a lot of people know this. Etsy has the coolest costumes for Halloween because a lot of costume designers go on there and
Yeah.
sell them.
Yeah, Amazon too.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different quality, but if you're looking for specific pieces, honestly,
Mhm.
Amazon's your place to go. I remember my mom dressed me up as a cow back in the day when I was little, and it was the cutest costume ever. And I feel an animal would be really hot, putting your own twist to it.
Yeah, you would be a cute Chick-fil-A mascot.
What is the Chick-fil-A mascot?
A cow.
I'm
With
dead.
a little red bell around it.
Wait,
and you
I'm
would carry around a
dead.
Chick-fil-A cup.
Yeah, you love Chick-fil-A.
I love Chick-fil-A. I haven't really been eating the food as much as I used to,
No.
but the
You said
drinks. I love the
parasites.
ice. Yeah, the parasites. Guys, I'm on a parasite kick. I've been trying to tell Rachel about it. And yeah, it's just so crazy because Europe and everywhere, they cleanse for parasites twice a year. Here, they don't even let you speak about it if you go to the doctor. It's such a real thing. And I could go into detail about it, but now's not the time.
We're getting spooky, but not that spooky.
Yeah, we're not talking about our potions today. All my friends call my little natural remedies my potions. So
Yeah, and it's perfect for this month. It
yeah.
really goes with this month's theme.
Yeah, it kind of does. I mean, according to Faith, my past life, I was a healer. If you guys haven't listened, go listen to the episode last week and you can
Oh,
hear all about it. It was insane.
you guys, honestly, Alex, I came home from work and Alex was telling me everything that happened on the last pod, and I just literally can't even believe it.
I know.
I think the Kingston story is absolutely insane. And now when I look at him, I'm like, is he a human looking at me? Like, what's our connection here? But in case you haven't listened, make sure you go listen because it is the craziest story.
Okay, so there's something called the invisible string theory.
Yeah.
And the way that we met is my flight got delayed coming to LA.
Which is so crazy because I kind of asked Alex, I was like, have you ever heard of the invisible string theory? And we were kind of talking about it. And then obviously TikTok hears everything you're saying. So all these videos kept popping up. And I was like, wait, it kind of has something to do with being somewhere at the same place at the same time, but not planned.
Whenever something occurs, such as like my flight was delayed and then I ended up having to ride with Rachel instead of my original plans. And if I didn't ride with Rachel, we obviously wouldn't have had that car ride to talk and hang
The
out.
6-hour car ride.
Yeah, a 6-hour car ride. And then from there, we've been best friends and like
Yeah,
inseparable
literally.
ever since. So it's kind of
Literally.
like when something's
Meant to
delayed or
be.
not happens the way that it's supposed to, but then it brings a series of events that are so good. So it like brings
Yes.
you to like right timing, right place. So like that's
Yes.
how whenever we met or how we met is kind of like the invisible string theory, which is so
100%.
crazy to think about.
Because I also remember you weren't going to come at one point.
Mhm.
Like, you were, like, being difficult and being like, no, I'm not going to come. And I was like, no, come.
Yeah.
I'll pick you up. Be ready at 4 a.m. And I was like, I was thinking in my head, like, I don't want to drive this alone. If she doesn't go, then, like, I don't even want to go. Like, and I didn't know her at the time. I was just thinking driving wise. And it's also so crazy because do you not remember we were supposed to drive a guy up with us? Like, one of the
Oh,
guys that was supposed to
yeah.
come to the party. And then he ended up sleeping in. But the dynamic, obviously, we would have bonded and talked and whatever. It would have been very similar, but the dynamic would have been
a
a little bit,
different.
yeah, because we would have had like another guy in the car. It would have been like a different dynamic.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Those kind of things I really love thinking about and talking about because it's just like, again, it's like the right time at the right place.
Yeah, and I wonder, I need to ask Faith this. So, whenever you meet someone,
Mm-hmm.
and you know when you meet somebody and you just know like this person's gonna be
Yes.
my best friend, you just
Yeah.
get that feeling, and
Yeah.
you know almost immediately.
Yeah, that was literally how I felt when I met you, but that wasn't even from the drive. It was when you came to my house when we
Really?
briefly
Oh
met.
yeah, I think
Like, we were in a group, so I didn't spend my whole night with you talking. So I just remember when you walked in the room and your vibe, I was like, I could be friends with this girl.
I wonder if you get that instant feeling, if that means some sort of
like-
past life crossing or something.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah,
That's-
why would you instantly feel the vibe?
Yeah, I know. I feel like a lot, like, it's actually crazy that you say that too. My best friend, she wasn't in my program, but she borrowed a dress from a girl in my program that I let the girl borrow. And the girl was like, hey, do you mind if Ainsley wears your dress tonight? And I was like, who's Ainsley? She's not wearing my dress. By the time Ainsley got to the party, she was wearing my dress. And I was like kind of annoyed because I was like, I don't know this girl. And Ainsley comes up to me and she goes, hey, I'm Ainsley. I'm wearing your dress. I'm really sorry. I didn't know. And I looked at her and I was like, oh my God, you can wear my dress. Let's take a shot. And then there was just something about her. I was like, I'll be friends with this girl. And then we became best friends and she's been like my sister ever since.
Yeah.
But it's just having that connection right away is so crazy. I think with connections like that, it really goes to show that's going to be your person for life. I don't know if it's past life or if it's just like your body and your energy and your aura like knows that person's going to stay around. You're really good at this and I'm also really good at this. We're really good at judging energy and like not judging character like specifically, but reading the person before it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys, we have to wrap this up. Dear Dry Diary After Dark Confession. So, Dear Dry Diaries, my situationship ghosted me and then showed up at my Halloween party dressed as a ghost. Am I reading too much into it? Or do you think he was trying to get a message across?
I'm obsessed with that. Is that weird? I think he obviously knows that he like made a mistake and that he like separated himself from her. And
Yeah.
that's his way of like making it kind of a joke to apologize, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, seeing it that way, I would take it as a funny
Like I'd be like, okay,
joke.
like yeah, but then unless he's just delusional, like
Unless he's just trying to be a straight up dick.
yeah. Yeah, but then you could also just
But
say
why would he come to your Halloween party just to be a dick?
he needs to make some friends.
Yeah. I think he probably likes you and he feels bad for ghosting you and he knows that he messed up. So he came dressed as a ghost to like lighten the mood.
I love that. I
think it's
honestly love
cute.
that. I
Yeah.
am with him. We're usually not with a lot of these crazy men stories, but I think it's cute.
Yeah. That's a guy with humor.
That's
That
like my
jokes
type
about
of
their
witty.
own.
Yeah.
We
Hard
love
type.
the dark humor.
Yeah, like honestly, he should have showed up wearing a flag. He should have been the ghost carrying a red flag. I guess he's not that smart, and I hope he wore the sheet on his head so you don't have to explain to your friends why he was here. Oh God.
All right. Well, that's it for another entry of the Dry Diaries. After dark.
Thanks for getting spooky with us.
See you next week.
Bye, guys.